Yo, 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 what up? This your boy X from PressPlayToYourDestiny.com. And I want to talk to y'all today about something that's uh powerful. So powerful that I'm gonna do a series on it. I'm gonna do a couple of videos on it because I believe that this is the key to help get you out of whatever you might have going on in your life, how to take control of situations, circumstances, and how to really manifest the things that you want in life. And I want to talk to y'all about willpower, okay? And willpower is important, okay? I'm not sure if you're familiar with the will. I'm pretty sure you is. All of us as human beings, even if we're not consciously aware of what the will is, unconsciously we've heard the name thrown around here, the word thrown around here, whatever, and we pretty much know the will to be our own choice. Will is equal to choice. Whatever it is that you want to do, you can will it so. Okay, and they say that about anything. They talk about the will a lot in the Bible. The will of man, the will of God, and all the will pretty much is your choice to do something. See, we're all put in life, okay? And imagine this: we're all going down this path, but your will says that you could turn left or right. Now, the will always goes straight. It always goes forward. Now, we just have a type, not the will, but life in itself. Anything happens. Will is the ability to go left or right, back or forward, up or down. Whatever we decide to do and to act on is our will. Whatever choice we make, that is what the will is. And if you look up the will in the dictionary, the will has, for one, I didn't even know, but the will has so much literature attached to it. The free will, what the will actually is, there's a philosophy behind what the will is. And the will in the dictionary is a mental mechanism that controls choice. That's what the will is. And it's in the same category with things like and consciousness or something like that. And intellect. And the funny thing they said about the will is that the will is not stronger than intellect, but the will influences our intellect. And we use our will every day. What we decide to choose in. What am I going to do today? Am I going to do this or I'm going to do that? Or I'm going to do both. That's innately what our will is. And I want to give you some tips on how to manifest through willpower. Okay. And there's actually 5 steps, and these work for me. Understand that when it comes to manifesting when it comes to manifesting anything, when it comes to spirituality, you have to understand that everything don't work the same for everybody. Okay. um your beliefs might be different than mine. Your views may be different from mine. But I'm telling you what worked for me, and it may work for you too. So these are the things that I do when I want to manifest something. And understand, when I say I can't manifest anything. The creator, the source, God, whatever you like to call it, that's what manifests. It just comes through you. Okay, so because you don't have anything to give. You see what I mean? You can't manifest anything because you yourself cannot give. Let's just say you want to manifest joy and happiness. That doesn't come from you. That comes from the creator, the source. Our happiness comes from the source. Because the world that we're in itself is negative. It's a lot of negativity here. So understand that when you talk about manifesting and things like that, you're not manifesting anything. Anything you manifest is coming from anything bigger than you. So let's hop to it. Um, when it comes to willpower, I want to tell you this isn't one of the steps, but this is like a silent step almost. But the first thing is you want to make sure that you're in touch with your spirituality in some way or consciousness. You might feel uncomfortable calling it spirituality. If you believe in something bigger than you, that'll work. Okay, you don't have to, you know, be on your hands and knees, bowing, worshiping something all the time. Just have a connection to something bigger than you. Whether you want to call it your higher self or whether you want to call it the all or God, it doesn't matter. But make sure you have some type of connection because that's what manifests, or you want to call it the universe, whatever. That's what manifests. Remember, you are here, you are a shell, okay? And anything that you manifest on this earth is going to come through you as a vessel. Okay, that's how anything manifests. Now, remember though, you are a spiritual being. So, because of that, outside of this three-dimensional realm that we live in, you have powers that, manifest, they manifest differently outside. But in order to manifest here on this earth with the minds that we have and everything like that, there is a process that comes to manifesting here because the thing is, as spiritual beings, we could just speak things into existence and they just happen. Remember, God did it in the Bible. God said, "Let there be light," and it just happened. It wasn't a process, but you have to remember, while we have the minds of God, we are also humans. God is not a human. You know what I mean? So as humans, we have to take other steps in order to actually manifest. Now, I do believe that once you actually become a super conscious being, you could manifest things into fruition immediately. But with the way the world is structured, with the way our minds are structured, due to um, you know, the social world around us, and other people's beliefs and different things. It's just a little easier this way, and it gives you a process. Because us as human beings, it's easier for us to go through a process. You know what I mean? Because if you tell somebody, I'm finna manifest that I'm gonna just speak into existence that you get out my face, the first person that's gonna look at you and be like, for real. And a lot of and you also remember that when it comes to manifesting like that, you have to be so sure of yourself and the knowing that you have the power to do stuff like that, that things that people throw at you, like words, couldn't stop the process or stop you from speaking things into existence. So I'm gonna give you something, a process that you could follow. And if you get good at this process, then you would get good into using your willpower to just speak things into existence and make it happen just like that. But the first thing, like I said, you want to do, make sure that you're in touch with some form of your higher self, which is your creator. Okay. The next thing you want is to have a desire or a belief. Okay, or not a belief, but a desire or a want. I'm sorry. And a want to me is just the polar opposite of a desire. Okay, a desire is like that deep down thing that you want, you crave it, you want it so bad that you can feel it. It's almost like desire has like a physical manifestation to it. Have you ever desired something and you could feel it? Like, let's just say you were really really hungry and you desired something to eat to where you could taste it, you could just feel it. That's what a desire is. I'm not talking about a superficial want. Oh, I want that. No, it's not want. It's a desire, something deep down, something you can feel. I could tell you a quick story about me and my wife. We were homeless for a while, living from hotel to hotel, and we desired a home because we wanted to raise our kids in a home. Desire. We wanted a desire. We wanted to get up out of our situation and do better. We wanted to be better. And what you see is the home that we desired, the home that we wanted to be in. That's where I'm shooting this video from. So desire has to be something a lot stronger than just a superficial one. Okay. And the next thing you want to have is passion. Passion is a important ingredient in manifesting willpower because when you're passionate about something, have you ever talked about something and been so passionate about it, it's like you didn't even feel like it was you. It just seemed like it was something completely different. Because remember, on the spiritual aspect, remember you have your physical human self, and then you have your spiritual self. And I personally believe in my own heart that passion is your spirit uses passion. So whenever you, let's just say somebody talk and they get real passionate about it, that's their spirit man coming out, because passion and peace, love, joy, all of those things to me are all things of the spirit that manifest outwardly through our human body. And you have to be passionate about your desire. I mean so passionate about it that it's like it's a feeling. It's a physical feeling. That's how passionate you have to be about what you desire. Like you want it so bad you can taste it, and when you talk about it, it controls your mind almost. It not for a long time, but I'm just saying in the moment that you're talking about it, about your desire, that passion, you have to have passion. Okay. And the next thing you gotta have is intention. And let me tell you something. Intent rules the world. I don't care what nobody say. Even when you talking to somebody, the message you intend to get across is how they gonna receive it. It's your intentions. So when it comes to manifesting willpower, you have to understand that you have to have intentions. I'm gonna shift the conversation a little bit, but it's gonna give you a good example of what intention is and how it actually works. Um, I'm pretty sure you guys are familiar with magic, okay? Whether you're familiar with magic, Magic, or Magic, whatever type of magic you're associated with, um, you know, or you're not associated with it, but you're familiar with what magic is. Magic is a lot of it is driven by intention, okay? What do I intend for this person to get from this? If you've ever heard of voodoo dolls, um, you could give life to this doll based on the intentions you have. So let's just say somebody made a voodoo doll of me, and their intention was to do me harm through this doll. Now, voodoo gets deeper because you know your belief in something is what gives it power. So let's just say I believed in voodoo, right? And through that other person's power of intention to this doll has now given this doll, they have given the doll life through intention, but I've given the doll manifestation through believing that the doll could actually harm me. See what I mean? And that's how you watch movies or you actually see things where people will get a doll and they'll prick it or they'll hurt the doll. What connects the person to the doll is their belief in the doll and the person's intention to do harm to the person through the doll. I hope y'all caught that, okay? But all your intention is it's like a focus. It's like a hard driven focus for something to happen. That's what intent is. Okay? So when you find your desire and that passion, you need intention. What is your intent? Remember, going back to magic, magic is only good or bad depending on the intentions you have for it. Are they evil intentions? Are they good intentions? What intentions do you have? Even with meditation, like I told you guys before, you get out of meditation whatever intention you set before you meditate. If I intend to meditate to look inside to find answers, that's what I'll find. If my intention is to meditate to find peace, that's what I'll find. So your intention almost is like a GPS. It gives focus to whatever it is that you want. Okay. The next thing is expectation. you have to expect that you're gonna have it and that it's already yours. Okay, and all expectation is the it's almost like the present. It's almost like it brings what you desire. It makes it from being intangible to actually tangible. I'm expecting that. I expect to have it, and know that you can have it. And expectation is easy. You just when it comes to your belief and everything else, make sure that you have expectations for what it is that you desire, that you have the intent for and a passion for. Expectations. Expect it to manifest. That's important. Um, and to wrap it all up, none of this is gonna work if you don't have belief or faith at all. It won't work. Belief or faith in any of the things that I said, if you don't have it, it won't work. It's like trying to cook rice without water. You know what I mean? It's not happening. Your belief is like what gives it life. Remember, I gave you the example with the voodoo doll. What connects you to the doll is your belief. And I'm gonna do another video on belief because belief is strong. Belief is powerful. Your belief in anything dictates how it will manifest. So you have to have a belief that it will happen. A belief in what you desire. You have to believe that you can have it. And it's kind of like it's one of the rules, but not really. While you're traveling on a spiritual path, your beliefs is going to be really important. You know what you believe in. And you want me to tell you how you can make your beliefs really strong when it comes to willpower and manifesting willpower? Seek your own answers. Not what somebody else say, not based on how somebody else thinks or their own theories. Look, there's a lot of great information out here. There's a lot of wonderful things to learn while you're traveling on a path to spirituality. But understand that the reason you travel the path is to understand the inner self. So as you get further along the path, you'll start to formulate your own views, your own opinions, your own outlooks and insights on things. And that's the reason you travel the path. Okay. So I hope the video was helpful when it comes to manifesting willpower. Okay, and to run through the steps one more time, make sure you have a belief in your higher self or in some type of higher being or a higher state of self. Make sure that you have a desire, not just a want, not a superficial want, but an actual desire for something. Make sure that you have passion behind it to give it drive and motivation. Make sure that you have the right intentions about things because what you intend is almost like how it'll turn out. That's what your intentions are. And from your intentions, you have to have expectations, believe it's already yours. And the last thing is just make sure that you actually believe in all of this stuff. I'm just saying, make sure that you believe that it's possible, believe that you can have it, and believe that the more you do this and the more you practice it and the more you become one with this, that's when you could really start to just speak things into manifestation. And you don't have to go through all of these steps because all of these steps already are within you. It's already your will. And understand that your will is strong. You could will things into existence. I will have that. I will live this kind of life. You can will situations and circumstances into existence. And this is, again, this is my process. This is what works for me, and I hope it could work for you. Um, you are a powerful being, and I am looking you in the face to tell you you are a very phenomenal being with powers that you probably don't understand. And you might understand them, but you might not know how to tap into them. And that's where people like myself and other people come in from, just to help you get back to understanding who you really are, the powers that you really um, have, and the life that you can live through the powers that be. You have them. They're all inside of you. So until the next time, you guys, this has been fun. I hope you learned something. Put them to use. And until next time, press play and say yes to your destiny and vision. I love y'all and travel light.